Welcome to CVQ week 1.2. I think things changed quite a lot last night with the announcement from the Prime Minister that we were going to be in a considerably greater state of lockdown than we have been before. I'm sure you were worried enough, a lot of you thinking about the exams, and this adds to that heightened sense of something quite terrible happening around the country. But as we look around the world and think about people in other countries such as Italy, are sort of suffering what we are hoping is not going to be our fate in a few weeks' time, with hospitals at breaking point. So the first thing I would say is for all of us to be very mindful of the stay at home, protect the NHS, but also at the same time to try and find things in our daily lives that can help us to stay part of a community, our school community, and the wider community in the country. So At Home with Dr Rhodes is always going to be here for you and just let you see what my days are like. I know a lot of you are worried about exams. I think about that a lot, and I'm spending a lot of time working on that myself. So don't think for 1 minute that for you it's out of sight, out of mind. We may not be together, but we aren't far apart. So remember, we're thinking about you all the time. So enjoy some of the things that I've done today. Tell me about the things that you're doing, and we will get through this together. Back in the cabin, and I've just received this through the post. Now I'm going to try and use this in order to add an extra screen to my Chromebook. So it's the first time I've seen one of these. It's a multi-port adapter for Type-C devices, and our lovely IT guys have recommended this as the right thing to order. And thank you very much to Terry in IT for recommending this little device. I am absolutely thrilled to bits now. It can be really difficult to keep focus during the day when you're working, especially if you're doing it remotely and you haven't got other people to interact with. So it can be easy to start coming into the kitchen and grabbing something to eat and finding different things to do instead of working. So I'm going to show you a zesty little treat that you can have to pop into the kitchen and get in between lessons. So I'm going to use nice lemon, and I'm just going to cut the lemon into some chunks. And you might not have a kiln jar, but you could have any jug will do, and pop your lemons into the jar. And then what you're going to want to do is, it's got to be quite a nice refreshing zesty drink. So we're going to add some ice cubes. And so here you've got your nice zesty treat. Give it a good stir around. Okay, so since one of my sons has asked for his favourite, a banana milkshake, I thought I'd show you my special way of making them. So I'm going to start with 2 bananas that I've already peeled for you, popped into the blender. Always nice to have some fresh fruit. Bananas are a really good source of potassium. Now, just to intensify the flavour, I use the Monin banana syrup. And so I'm going to just put 3 squirts of that in. Okay, and the special secret ingredient, a little bit of vanilla essence. Before we add the milk. So I just put a little swirl of honey on top. You can see in there. There we go. Very nice. Time for delivery. Let's see what happens. It's that time of year where I have to come into the greenhouse and to find out which plants have survived the winter and which plants unfortunately have not survived the winter. So it's always a bit of a gamble in a greenhouse. This is a tree fern, so you can't see the base of it, but I'll get it out in a minute and show that to you. It's really quite a hardy plant, and so it's managed here in the greenhouse through the winter. We've not even had a particularly harsh winter, but some of my other plants, they've not made it. So there we go, greenhouse tidied up, everything watered. We go through here. And say hello, Tabitha. Hello, say hello. Hello, darling. Good girl. So this is Tabitha. Hello. You want to scratch? You want to scratch? Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Today we've used Blackahole Farm for a drive-through shop. So they drop it into your food. And I'm hoping that some of this will last for a couple of weeks. So take a look at what I've managed to buy. So I've got a large packet of beef casserole. I'm going to divide that into some smaller bags so that I can keep them in the freezer. Let's have another look what else is in the bag. A small pack of beef casserole. Now, in addition to my list, I've also got a list to take to my mum and dad and to drop off at their house. So I've got the list here, so this is part of theirs. Let's have a look here. Yes, so we've got 5 packs of steak mince. So again, I can divide these up and make some meals over the next few days and weeks. Then I've got some homemade meals to take to my mum and dad, so that they've got things which are ready made for them. Everything that we can do to help drop them off. In here, maple bacon and red pepper quiche. Still need our luxuries. Lettuce and some peppers. That's in one bag. And let's take a look in here. Got some bacon. So time for sandwiches later, and in here some sausages as well. So a nice selection of food from Blackahole Farm. So if I can strongly recommend to all my local friends and family that Blackahole Farm are doing a drive-through shopping. I'm hoping I won't have to go out again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 1, 1, 1.
Hey!
Well done. Okay, should be nice and warm. Next thing we're going to